These are the games you have to win to be taken seriously.
We want your time in the arena to be enjoyable and incident-free. If you're having any issues at any time that needs to be addressed, then please text the word "no" along with your issue and see located to 55555. A member of our next relations will respond and address your concerns immediately.
We look forward to seeing you at our next home game donation because we'll be giving away a deck of Warriors This trading cards to each and every fan. Remember, fans, we have tickets available to upcoming Warriors home games. Visit the ticket booth for more information. Don't forget to come out to the game on Saturday. Warriors Tournament. Just a reminder, folks, to make sure the bid.
2K Sports presents Thursday night of the NBA. This is Kevin Harlan, alongside Coach Stan. And on paper, Greg, this might seem like a potential blowout, but anything can happen in this NBA.
Kevin, we see upsets happen all the time. It's what makes the sport great. You can't take any team or game for granted.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. The wings, Sharp and Avdia. Evans out there with Klingon, and it's Henderson in at the one spot. They get it back. Klingon, and it's Klingon with the jam.
That's why you never quit battling on the offensive glass.
And that's a nice reward for his effort. The flush, perfect.
Well, that's what he does. He makes an impact with his activity on the board.
Curry with the bucket.
Curry is just lethal from outside.
Outside, Avdia. Back to Sharp. And then Sharp with the dunk.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. No one near Curry as he lets it go. Off target from three-point range. And now we'll go to David Aldridge, who spoke with Steve Kerr. David.
And we talked about the matchup against Scoot Anderson. He told me Scoot is an extremely talented player. He's already somebody you have to game plan for with his scoring and playmaking. This is a guy with superstar potential. And Coach has a lot of respect for the skilled youngster. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Here's Sharp. And he's knocked off course by the D. The foul call. He'll shoot free throws.
And another exciting young player from Canada. Shaden Sharp is an elite athlete, and his overall skills are really improving.
We've seen some flashes, Coach, from Shaden Sharp in his career. He can get hot in a hurry.
Well, look, Kevin, he is a great athlete, and when his shot starts to fall consistently, he can be electric. Right now, he's putting it together little by little. He's just got to continue to improve.
Nice possession. MP giving him a great look there.
Henderson kicks to Evans. Pass to Sharp. Beyond the arc. And again, it's the Trailblazers missing. MP with it. Kuminga, screen on Henderson. MP dishes to Kuminga. That shot is off.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
And Sharp has it in the corner. That's tipped. Avdia against Kuminga. And it's out of bounds. Nice touch by Curry. And for a look at how the competition stacks up right now. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. They tell a great story. Taking a look at Cleveland. They're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top five.
And I think for Golden State, they were projected to be one of, if not the best team in our league. And thus far, they have not disappointed.
Well, at the arc, Sharp shoots pretty freely. He has confidence in his shot selection.
Kuminga, screen on Henderson. Floats it up for Kuminga. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Chemistry at its best. An unreal alley-oop.
Yeah, though, you're right. The pass, the catch, the dunk, all of it perfect. Gotta be nabbing another steal.
I'll tell you what, that ball handlers are flat out scared around this guy.
One of the best in history. He's almost fourth in steals all time. And the league is still buzzing, Greg, about MP, registering a quadruple double.
One of the greatest all-around games in league history. MP is an incredible talent, and you know he'll put on another show here tonight.
He lobs it up, and Kuminga throws it down.
Nice pass from MP. Assists like that signal a well-run offense.
Here's Henderson, coming off 31 points last game. And it's the Warriors on the break. A three-pointer, Wiggins, good, and the assist goes to MP. MP's got 6 assists now in the game. And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Warriors.
Well, so far they've done a great job of reading the offense and repeatedly putting themselves in the right place to interrupt the play and force turnovers.
And guys, they've also done a great job generating offense from their defense, forcing turnovers and making the defense pay for those mistakes. Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Pass to Avdia to the inside. And here we go. Warriors running again. And a wide open look for MP. Off target with his 3. Trailblazers trail by 3. And the foul called on MP. That is his first foul of the game.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Here's Evans, coming off a solid outing against Charlotte. Clinging the screen for Sharp. And again, it's Portland with the 3.
Well, he's been very efficient in this quarter. Keep getting him the ball.
Warriors have gotten 7 of their first 10 attempts to fall so far. Excellent pace to their offense. The try. And it's a great finish!
Oh, my.
Guys, we had to take flight to get to this game tonight, but here's a guy who simply takes flight and flies at will on the basketball court. I mean, it's pretty surreal to watch a guy who can elevate to that level.
Kicks it out to Wiggins. Offline with his 3.
I can't believe he missed that 3. Regardless, that's not a shot the defense should be giving him.
And he comes up with the deuce. Henderson's got 7.
Well, sometimes you got to go in there and play big, and that's what Scoot did.
Blocking foul called on Shady Sharp.
And the Warriors making a change here. Podziemski's checked in.
Now into the lineup for your Warriors,
MP finds Curry.
Brandon Podziemski.
Here's MP. He had 35 points last game out. 6 to shoot. Podziemski on the wing. And the Warriors miss again. Looking at Portland, they took a win in their last game against Charlotte. Portland had, Greg, one of the great guard combinations in Clyde Drexler and Terry Porter.
And that was one heck of a backcourt. And they really complemented each other so well. Drexler with his explosive scoring ability and Porter who could just do a little bit of everything.
And here's Evans outside. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession. And a brief moment now to see who's atop the NBA scoring-wise. MP is number 1.
And all you have to do is point to his name at the top of that list. Does that tell the story well enough or what? What a season.
Floats it up for Kuminga. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Great delivery on the pick and roll. MP with a good sense of timing.
Portland trailing here. Henderson outside. Drains the three-pointer. He's got 10.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc. We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, this is why the fans are here. Each team trading blows, increasing the entertainment value.
Klingon the screen for Sharp. And the basket for the 4th time from the field. He's a healthy 4 for 6.
Well, when Sharp is on, he is on. You see why the team is so excited about his future.
Here's Klingon, defended by Kuminga. Evans passes to Henderson. Klingon the screen for Henderson. Outside, Avdia. And another 3 for Portland.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
MP against Henderson. And here's MP for 3. Another 3 for Golden State.
Whoa, MP says, I got this. Answering the call with a triple.
And the dunk by MP. Guys, 7 times the lead has changed hands here now.
Yeah, and that number should easily top double figures before it's over.
And it's Henderson with the ball for the Trailblazers. Trailing by 2. Here's the lob to the hoop.
Nice pass by MP, showing how unselfish he can be.
And Portland with the ball. To the middle. To stop the run. And Henderson lays it in. Henderson's got 12.
Well, if they can come back and take the lead, this will be because he's carrying it. This quarter's been all about him and his offense.
Here's MP. An easy 2 points on the layup. He's got 9.
Well, he obviously came in ready to play, already hitting 4 of his first 5 shots.
An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Andre Ayton's checked in for Klingon. Grant comes in for Evans. Murray's checked in for Avdia. And it's Simons in for Sharp. Murray outside. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Now here we are, Greg, in the second half of the season. What do you think playoff-bound teams are focusing on right now?
I would say just making sure they keep the momentum heading into the postseason, as well as do everything possible to try to stay healthy.
And the Warriors making a change here. Santos is checked in. The Warriors leading. Now, here's MP. 9 points in the game so far. Drives to the hoop, and MP throws it down.
Punching it in on the drive. MP doesn't mess around when he's got a lane to the rim.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey guys, MP in the last time out against Sacramento played superb basketball. He scored 35 points, and the points were just the start of it. He joined an elite few by walking away with a quadruple double. A mind-blowing effort. That's going to be hard to repeat, but hard to bet against him. Kevin?
Okay, David, thanks. It'll be interesting to see, Greg, how much of that performance carries over to tonight.
And Kevin, different scenarios call for different measures. I'm sure he'll just try to provide whatever they need for the win.
Well, I'm sure he's coming in with a lot of confidence after last game. He wants to have a repeat performance here tonight.
5 on the clock. MP kicks to Kuminga. And it's off from three-point range. Trailblazers trail by 3. MP with it. Now defended by Grant. And Isaac throws it down.
Yeah, Isaac, he just makes dunking look easy. It has an incredible reach and quickly gets up off the floor to throw that one down.
Ayton sets the pick for Simon. From outside, off the mark. And it's the Warriors' ball. They're on a 13-5 run here. MP deciding where to go with it. Misses the 3.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Simons finds Ayton. Here's Grant. The kick out to Simons. Good good, and Grant gets the assist.
Well, don't blink, or Simons will already have the shot off.
MP against Henderson. Pass to Isaac. Now, MP. 11 points in the game. Clock at 4. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Santos, no good. For Portland, they won their last contest, that game against the Hornets in Charlotte.
Yeah, proficiency from range, away from home, much easier said than done. They played a terrific ball game.
Yeah, great three-point shooting is so often what swings a game these days. When they're rolling from outside, they're tough to beat.
MP outside. Here's Podziemski. And no good in the last second attempt this time. And so it's MP making things happen for the Warriors. Setting up teammates and getting buckets. He is looking as determined as ever. We'll return shortly. For the Warriors. MP comes in for Miles McBride. Klingon, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. Avdia comes in for Grant. Out on the perimeter, it's Podziemski and Wiggins. Jonathan Isaac is out there with Kuminga. And it's Justice in at the 1. That's the Warriors' foul. And the foul called on MP. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Wow, he's going to have to watch himself now. It's a little early for that second foul.
Simons finds Murray. Back to Simons. Outside, Avdia. Simons with a screen on Kuminga. Avdia can't hit.
Defensive breakdown there, and they got lucky. He's not going to miss too many of those.
Here's Justice, and MP attacks the rim.
Well, MP sensed his opportunity and did not hold back on the drive.
And so it's Avdia with it. He brings it up for the Trailblazers. 7-point differential. 3-pointers, Simons. Looking at the last game for the Golden State Warriors, it was a win against Sacramento.
Yeah, they got into a terrific flow offensively, but a lot of that was because the defense they were facing was mediocre.
Yeah, but even against weak defense, your execution still mattered. Luckily, they were able to take advantage.
Pass to Sharp. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And it's Klingon with the jam.
Well, that's a part of Sharp's game that he takes very seriously.
Here's MP. 13 points in the game. Isaac a screen on Simons. Over in the corner, Kuminga. MP outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Outside, Kuminga. And a miss there on the triple. Trailblazers trail by 5. In the corner, Murray with it. Off target from outside. Golden State's gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Trailblazers have gone 1 of 6 from the field in the second quarter. It's been a rough period so far. Pass to Wiggins. Golden State moving the ball around. MP against Murray. And Kuminga throws it down.
And that is first class right there. Can you believe that dunk?
I'm not sure, Greg, I can. Here's Simons. He had 13 points in the win against Charlotte. Poked away, and another steal for him.
And you got to be careful around him.
No, Greg, he's been coming up with some incredible steals so far.
Verticality gives Wiggins the upper hand, almost unstoppable once he's midair.
Simons from outside. And again, it's the Trailblazers missing. Down low, here's Justice. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Shaden Sharp picks one up. The Warriors shooting their first free throws of the evening. In the last few decades, we've seen the three become more and more necessary for offenses. Wondering if you think that's a good thing.
Well, it is, and teams not only understand.
And it's a great finish!
Oh my gosh. What a sequence for the young MP, showing great anticipation and then turning it into transition points.
Simon's on the wing, guarded by Curry. Avdia, and finished off by Avdia.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. Inside, here's Klingon. And it's Klingon with the jam.
Already a gifted passer, Henderson has solid vision for such a young player.
Here's Justice with the drive.
Dunks aren't always for the big fella.
A serious power move from the point.
Well, in this league, you can see powerful plays from anyone and anywhere. Your position no longer dictates your scoring options.
MP attacking the open floor.
And how about the initiative from MP? Once he got the steal, he was off and running.
Henderson kicks to Avdia. Back to Henderson. Shot clock at 5. Throws it up high, and it's Klingon with the jam.
Henderson had great vision when he came into the league, and he's continued to build on that.
MP against Henderson. And here is MP. He's got 21. Pass to Santos. A three-pointer. Wiggins bangs home the trifecta. Wiggins has got his third basket of the night right there.
Man, that's a comfortable spot for Wiggins. He has a great feel for that corner three.
Evans finds Henderson. Here's Simons. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Simons has got 5.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
MP against Henderson. Isaac a screen on Simon. On its way from Curry for 2. And there are the Warriors now with another bucket.
He has perfected his ability in the pick and roll. Curry going to work.
And many around the league believe Curry doesn't get enough fouls called in his favor. GA, what do you think?
There could be some truth to that. He gets held and grabbed more than anyone when running off screens, but especially blatant on drives to the rim.
MP outside. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Back to Simons. MP against Henderson. Portland needs to get off the shot. Good on the three-point shot.
Yeah, Henderson is so talented. They're showing great vision.
To the paint, here's MP. MP going right to the rim.
Dunks aren't always for the big fella.
A serious power move from the point.
Well, in this league, you can see powerful plays from anyone and anywhere. Your position no longer dictates your scoring options.
Evans setting the pick for Simon. Over Curry. The shot's good from Simon. He's got 7.
And Kevin, they started the game shooting it so well. I'm surprised they haven't continued. They've got to get back to their scrimmage.
MP passes to Santos. Isaac kicks to MP. Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
First personal foul. 15.
And while we have a second, let's see which squads have topped the league in assists during the past month. The Warriors, number 1.
And what stands out during this recent stretch is just how well they passed the basketball. I mean, this is a club that has become really unselfish.
And the Warriors making a change here.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
Avdia dishes to Henderson, and the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today. You can't make it that obvious.
It's Curry outside, hits it from three-point range. Curry's got 13 points.
Well, when you look at what he's provided them on the offensive end, it's been an important part of why they're leading.
Henderson, no good.
Well, so far, he hasn't had the same luck from deep in this quarter.
No good with the triple. Trailblazers trail by 18. Pass to Klingon. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Avdia against Wiggins. Avdia kicks to Anderson.
They've hit every one of their free throws here in the second quarter. Very important when you're trailing.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight. The first free throw is good.
Well, Scoot has all the physical attributes. He has the fearless mentality. But like most young players, he just needs some time to develop and adapt to the NBA game.
And Jackson Davis gets it to go. And the Warriors lead by 18.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors holding a big 18-point lead to close the quarter. Their transition game has been in full effect. Right back after this break.
And guys, I want to talk for a sec about the talent level in this league. In fact, I'd say it's never been better.
You sure?
And let's move on now to those first two quarters. Talk about a tough start for the Trailblazers.
They've got to run shooters up.
And that concludes.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. On the court right now for the Trailblazers, the guard pair are Henderson and Sharp. Avdia out there with Evans, and it's Klingon in at the 5.
It doesn't matter if it's off the bounce or off the catch. Curry never loses rhythm on his jump shot.
And up the court come the Warriors on the break. Launches the 3. Pass to Wiggins. Now MP. Outside for Curry. And another one in the scoring column for him. He's 7 of 10 from the field.
On the offensive end, Curry both prolific and efficient.
Now Sharp. Evans feeling it out a bit. Pass to Avdia. Henderson outside. Yes, and a nice assist from Evans. Henderson's got 19 points.
A part of Henderson's game that's improving. Nice to see him build some confidence from behind the line.
Wiggins finds MP. Here's the screen. Kicks it out to Wiggins. And another 3 for Golden State.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
Knocked loose and stolen by MP. Pull-up jumper. And it's Portland with the rebound. Klingon's got 7 rebounds in the game. Avdia with it. 5 points in the game. Back to Henderson. Outside, Avdia. And another three for Portland.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Down low, stolen by Evans. Avdia against Wiggins. Henderson for three. Drills it from outside. Henderson's got 6 here in this quarter.
Yeah, very hot start out of halftime. Making their first 3 shots, getting the looks that they want, and knocking them down.
Outside Curry. Lets the 3 fly. And another assist.
Another possession, another assist.
You know, Greg, he's sharing the ball well, hitting his guys in their spots. And stolen by MP. Pass to Jackson Davis. Back to MP. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Outside, Kuminga. 4 on the shot clock. A putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Henderson outside. No good from outside.
Well, after 3 straight makes, that's their first miss of that.
Here's Wiggins, and another assist for him. The chemistry he has with his guys is impressive.
Keeping his head on a swivel, actively seeking out his teammate.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. We see coaches stand willing to pay fines for complaining about the officiating. I'm having a hard time thinking if you ever did that. Going back in my Rolodex here. Did you? Did you ever do that, Coach?
I mean, Kevin, I paid hundreds of thousands of dollars of fines in the NBA. Yeah. My wife was not real happy about that at one point, reminding me early on that we had 4 kids we were going to try to put through college. And she told me one year I just gave away 2 college educations.
Oh, goodness. Pass to Sharp. His 3-pointers off the mark.
And if they know what's good for them, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball in the 3-point line.
And he lobs it up toward the rim, clinging with the steal. Here's Henderson. Bank shot, no good. Golden State's gone 4-6 from 3-point land since the start of the second half. And there's the bucket from Kuminga.
And what a look by MP on that score. Saw his man the whole way and fed him for the easy.
Now a timeout called by Portland. Simons, he's checked in for Henderson. Let's check out the Western Conference standings right now that we're here in the new year. You take a look at the Warriors. And not a surprise, really, to see them sitting there in that #1 spot in the conference. The excellent brand of basketball they've been putting on display lately has been terrific. And checking out Portland, right now, quite a ways down below.
And for the Trailblazers, they had much bigger things in mind when the season started. They didn't think of themselves as a middle-of-the-road club, but right now, that's where they are.
Yeah, they wanted to accomplish more this season, but things haven't quite worked out. Some bad breaks along the way.
Here's MP, 25 points in the game. Pass to Curry, and stolen by Sharp. That's tipped, and stolen by MP. And Kuminga throws it down.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets, an exquisite pass to set up the powerful alley-oop dunk. And stolen by MP. Jumps up, and MP throws it down hard.
That's a young, creative mind right there. MP doing work.
Nice job capturing the moments on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Outside, Simons. A 3-pointer off the mark. And you have to like how they're moving the ball right now.
Snappy passes to ready shooters. It's basketball 101, but boy, is it working.
Sharp, the pass to Avdia. Trailblazers moving the ball around. To the inside. He's looking for Simons and finds him. Clock at 6. Shoots over Curry. Nice shot from the wing. Simons has got 9.
You think about how Simons has built out his game. He generates a lot of offense.
And Kuminga throws it down.
And not the prototype power forward, but he has tremendous athletic ability.
Now, here's Simons. He's got 9. Pass to Klingon. The kick out to Simons. Klingon, the screen for Simons. And there's Klingon. That's good on the assist by Simons. 10 points for Donovan Klingon.
Well, credit the screen there, springing him loose for the finish. Oh, my goodness. MP tried to bring the house down.
From Jonathan.
The Trailblazers have gone 5 of 9 on field goal attempts since halftime. Time now to turn to... Oh, wow, what a great move inside.
That is incredible.
And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those, that's for sure. Pass to Evans. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Stan, you always emphasize defense. What do you make of the offensive surge in the NBA today?
Well, Kevin, look, skill level is the best it's ever been. Shooting range is incredible, which makes defenses have to defend more and more of the court. Rules and officiating favor the offense. It's never been harder to defend in the NBA.
It sure looks that way, you're right. And Simons has got the ball here for the Portland Trailblazers. And another turnover here by Portland. This is the 2K leaderboard with a rundown of the NBA's top defenders down low. The league's leaders in rejections this month. The 4th spot held by Donovan Klingon.
And guys, as the month has unfolded, his interior defense has gotten better and better.
Oh, and there's the alley-oop.
That's just great vision from MP there. Always on the lookout.
Portland's gotten the three-pointer to fall to the tune of 50% here in the third quarter. They've made 3 of 6. Outside, Simons. On the wing, Murray. Defended by McBride.
And it's still a rare sight to see rebound numbers like the ones he's had tonight.
Well, it's all due to his energy and effort, as well as how well he's been able to get ideal positioning on the glass.
MP outside. To the middle. And again, another assist. Dishing it all over the place in this one.
He's tallying them up in bunches. Oh, and just a soft touch on both ends of that pretty alley.
I got to say, when he threw the pass, I didn't know where it was going. Let's check in with David Aldridge for an injury update on Scoot Henderson. David, what'd you find out?
Hi, guys. Well, the head athletic trainer for Portland provided some information. It was confirmed that the ankle did turn and it has significant swelling. He can put very little weight on it right now. Right in the thick of the season, this is a major blow. We'll see how this group of players responds going forward. Back to you guys.
David, thanks for checking in. On top of it as always.
It's interesting. Even with the advancements in strength and conditioning, injuries continue to impact the game.
Well, this is a high-impact sport, and the league continues to get bigger and faster.
Ball's knocked loose. And here we go. MP heading to the hoop. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Here's Podziemski. The teardrop falls in. Podziemski's got 5 now. And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Warriors.
Well, they've shown just outstanding effort defensively, and it's resulted in several forced turnovers.
And also, guys, they've been showing how dangerous they are in the open floor. When they see a chance to get easy points, boy, they just jump at it.
The Trailblazers have gone a solid 6 of 11 when shooting here in the third quarter. Murray outside. Back to Avdia. Here's the teardrop. And Santos pulls it down. This could get even more out of hand if they continue to put up points.
Wow, Kevin, what a performance we are seeing.
2 minutes remaining.
Pass to Klingon.
2 minutes.
1:56 left in the third. On the wing, Murray sinks the three-pointer.
Well, looking at Simon's assist numbers, they've skyrocketed over his time in the NBA.
Looking to make plays for others. We've seen this from him all night.
Yeah, when there's been an open man, he's found him, and you love to see a guy dishing it like this.
Lays it in off the breakaway. MP's got 36.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half, sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
And some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Simons. MP grabs the miss. MP's got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating. There's a good screen. Isaac outside. No good on the three.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the three.
Pajemski finds MP. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Klingon's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. And Simons wide open. He'll fire. With nobody on him, he buries the jumper. Simons has got 4 points now in the quarter. Inside. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. On the wing, Murray. He's covered by Isaac. Here's Avdia. Warriors with the rebound. MP's got 14 rebounds tonight. Going after. Pass to Santos. MP outside. Good if it goes. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so it's MP making things happen for the Warriors. After a fantastic quarter, Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Yeah, that's high-level playmaking. He makes it look easy, but it's not.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. So with Curry sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. We've got Brandon Pajemski. Isaac out there with Miles McBride. Then it's MP. And it's Waters in at center. Isaac outside. Pass to MP. Just 5 on the clock. Isaac outside. No good on the triple.
Well, the defense catches a break there. You expect him to make those.
And the foul called on MP. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Irving's checked in for the Warriors.
Warriors, number 35, Rudy.
Grant finds Simons. Oh, Ayton in position. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Yeah, always amazing to watch a man Ayton's size fly up there like that.
Isaac outside. MP inside. Covered by Simons. Stan, of all the different styles of offense in this NBA, what style is the toughest to defend, toughest to stop?
Kevin, I don't think there's really any difference in terms of styles or systems in terms of what's tough to stop. It's players. And it's how well a system maximizes their best players. That's what makes teams tough to stop.
I've heard some talk about this idea, Stan. What do you think about adding a one-on-one tournament to the All-Star Weekend?
Wow, Kevin, I love that idea. And if you could get the better players to play, I think there would be some serious interest in that from fans and some great competition among the players.
We see it every night in the NBA. That's what we all crave for, right? We want to see the biggest names against each other.
Yeah, every night we want to see the best players one-on-one against the other great players in the league. He's been in total control offensively, and the defense has had no answers.
Ayton, a screen on MP. Now, here's Ayton. Not a lot of room. Can't cash in from close range. Ayton's gone 1 of 3 from the field here. MP with it, outguarded by Murray. Murray against MP. And here we go. Fast break. Murray's got it. And it's Murray with the jam.
No hesitation. He just takes off and takes it the distance.
Well, the best way to attack is in transition.
And yep, another basket.
Another outstanding game for him. He has been a consistent offensive force all year.
Only 3 other players in all of NBA history have more 40-point games in a season than he does.
Love the energy that MP plays with. His young legs let him get to the open floor and finish it.
The Trailblazers have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Now, here's Sharp. He's defended by Pajemski. Warriors have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. Pass to McBride. MP against Ayton. No one near Isaac as he lets it go. Good, and the assist goes to MP.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Outside, Simons. Shoots over Pajemski. The shot's good from Simons.
From the mid-range, Simons' quickness is a big advantage.
MP kicks to Isaac. Pass to MP. We've seen the NBA feature several overseas games, Greg, the last couple years. Always growing the sport, aren't they?
And I know the fans love it. Nothing quite like seeing an NBA game in person and expanding that opportunity.
He swipes the ball away again.
And his anticipation skills really unparalleled, knowing what you want to do before you even go to do it.
It's no wonder he's now tied for 4th most steals of all time. Isaac a screen on Murray. To the middle. Isaac passes to McBride. 5 to shoot. And stolen by Ayton. Grant with the ball. Now defended by MP. Yep, that one goes.
Well, a little aggressiveness pays off for Grant inside. And as a coach, you love to see that effort.
MP against Simon. Back to MP. Shot clock at 6. Over in the corner, McBride. And again, it's the Warriors missing. For Portland, they've gone 4 of 7 for the field since the beginning of the fourth. And the dunk by Grant.
What an explosive athlete. Grant playing well above the rim.
And the call on the shot sends him to the line.
Third personal foul. Second team foul.
That free throw, no good.
Substitution on the court.
Here's MP. Hey, Coach Van Gundy, what advice would you give to the teams that are rebuilding around their young players?
Well, generally, Kevin, what I would say is get some veteran leadership, some veteran presence on.
And another steal for him.
And he has some of the quickest hands in league history. And tonight, he made a little history.
Yeah, he's captured the 4th spot in all-time steal. But we knew this was coming, and we've enjoyed every steal, every second of his career. Here's Klingon. Henderson outside. Here's Avdia. 6 on the shot clock. That 3 off the mark. In the corner, it's MP. Isaac outside. Another possession, another assist.
Another possession, another assist.
You know, Greg, he's sharing the ball well, hitting his guys in their spots. And it's Quingen with the jam.
Just an excellent feel for the game. Scoot Henderson understands how offense is played.
Back to MP. Pass to Podziemski. And the three off target.
Well, with his team leading, he might just want to put that one in his pocket next time.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. So, Stan, I've been wondering about these different approaches. The development system for youth basketball is vastly different in the U.S. than in Europe. Which do you think is best?
Well, I think in terms of developing skills, Kevin, we've seen it. The European players of all sizes have very well-rounded games skill-wise. They do a lot of work on a daily basis developing those skills, whereas in the U.S., our young guys play a lot of games in the AAU system. Skill development not as strong, but they do learn to compete on an everyday basis.
The shot by Sharp, nobody around, gets it to go from beyond the arc. Sharp's got 7 now in this quarter. There's a screen. MP kicks to Isaac. Golden State moving the ball around. Pass to Podziemski. Good, and it's MP picking up the assist.
Yeah, and when you're hit, you gotta hit back.
A bit of a duel going on between them. Came down the floor looking for immediate payback.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
Count it. MP's got 49 points in the game.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
It's Henderson on the wing. No good. They had a chance to end the run there. The drive by MP and the dunk by MP.
Yeah, it's so rewarding as a coach to see a young guy like MP succeeding like this on the offensive end.
Pass to Quingen.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Evans dishes to Avdia. Here's Sharp. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Sharp's got 30.
When Sharp is converting in the catch-and-shoot game, he's very tough to stop.
Isaac with a screen for MP. And MP throws it down.
Well, it seems like he's making everything. Nothing makes a coach happier than seeing your offense click.
It's Evans on the wing. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
The drive by MP.
Look at MP getting slick with it. That's a great move to have at the ready. Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Warriors.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And on the year, looking at their record, this game will make it 49 wins.
And they've taken control of the season series. This brings them to 2-0 with 1 game left against this squad.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for MP.
Yeah, we witnessed a special performance tonight. It's not just the triple-double, it's the example he set out there. Outstanding leadership.
Just 5 to shoot. The kick out to Matthews. Pass to Podziemski. And Quingen pulls it down.
Thin margin of error right there. You have to work for a better shot.
And stolen by MP. He takes it in, and MP throws it down.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
No, I'd be lying if I said the crowd doesn't have an impact. It's certainly felt from the head coach all the way down.
Poked loose and stolen by MP. And the dunk by MP.
Well, you can see why he's a go-to guy for them. They trust in his ability to shoulder the offensive load.
So we see the Warriors taking the game here. They won the...
Quadruple double. In case you forgot, MP did it again.